night, he was a notorious gang leader who struck fear into the hearts of those who heard his name. However, during the day, he transformed into a gentle and refined high school teacher. On his first day at the school, he saw the dean of discipline walking out of the classroom fully armed. As he was about to inquire about the situation, another new teacher ran out of the classroom in terror. It turned out that this class was the school's notorious devil class, and the students were all very difficult to deal with. No teacher dared to teach them. After the dean briefed him on the situation, he hurriedly left. As soon as the man entered the classroom, he discovered that some students were eating hot pot, some were live streaming, and others were playing table tennis. However, he didn't get angry. Instead, he went over to instruct the students on how to play table tennis properly. The sudden appearance of a strange man annoyed the students, and one of them directly hit the man with a table tennis paddle. The next second, the teacher hit the ball back. Then, the man introduced himself. However, this show of force didn't subdue these spoiled rich kids. They continued to create chaos. The man immediately started persuading them not to waste their time and to study hard. The class troublemaker stood up and declared that studying hard was useless nowadays. He even walked up to the podium and told the man that the most famous person now was Boss Gene, and they wanted to become ruthless men like him. Little did he know that the gentleman in front of him was none other than Boss Gene himself. To tame them, the man wanted to make a bet with them. If they could make him lose face within 7 days, he would naturally leave. But if they failed, they had to obediently listen and study hard. The students immediately agreed, thinking it would be a piece of cake to make the man lose face. The next day, they prepared a basin of flour above the door. When the man opened the door, the flour was about to pour on him, but he had brought an umbrella, which directly blocked the falling flour. This caused trouble for the nearby students, who got covered in flour. But it didn't end there. As soon as the man sat down, the students all threw things at him. However, the man's movements were as fast as lightning, and he used his umbrella to hit all the objects back. They had another trick up their sleeves. They had already applied strong glue to the chair. It seemed the man couldn't move. However, when the troublemaker went up to take a look, his jaw dropped. The man wasn't sitting on the chair at all. His horse stance was impressively strong. The man didn't back down either. He directly pressed the troublemaker onto the glue-covered chair and pulled hard, instantly leaving the troublemaker's pants stuck to the chair. This delighted the other students. However, these spoiled rich kids still wouldn't give in. During gym class, the troublemaker found practicing ball skills boring and didn't want to continue. So he made a bet with the man. If he won, he could do as he pleased. The rule was that whoever made the most three-point shots would win. Sure enough, the troublemaker, known as the three-point sharpshooter, made 3 shots in a row. The students thought they had won for sure. However, the man calmly walked to the center of the court and effortlessly made a perfect shot. The troublemaker thought it was a lucky fluke, but the man made 2 more shots, all of which went in. This left them speechless. After school, they came up with another plan. They put a fake bomb in the man's car. The students all held up their phones to record the man's reaction to seeing the bomb. However, unbeknownst to them, there was a real bomb in the man's car at that moment.